Hello viewers, this is Oxide, and I'm going to be showing you a video from E3 of Black Ops 2 extended gameplay by Machinema, and I'm going to stop it a few ways through and tell you about Black Ops 2 and what I know and give you an update on the news about it. This is going to be a two-part video, so it can't be long. This video will be about 5 minutes long, and then I'll cut it off and do a part 2. So hope you enjoy. Here we go. Now if you pause it here, this is familiar to any Call of Duty player. In the campaign you always have this at the side. It basically tells you where the level's taking place, who you're playing as, what the mission's called, and the date. Here you've got the place is downtown Los Angeles in the USA. You play as D. Mason, which is David Mason, not Alex Mason from the first Black Ops. This is his son, who you're playing as in Black Ops 2. His codename is Section, so he'll often be called Section or Mason. The mission is called Protect P.O.T.U.S. P.O.T.U.S stands for President of the United States, and it takes place in June 19th, 2025. Now, with Black Ops 2, a portion of the game takes place in 1986, just after the first Black Ops. That's only like 4 or 5 levels, about a third of the game. But most of the game takes place in the future, 2025. The whole of multiplayer takes part in 2025, and apparently zombies does as well. Then also down here you've got some coordinates, which is presumably part of a code they did with Black Ops as well. Basically you decipher the code in all the levels and you get a message. It's known as the Maverick code, so we'll see in later levels what that means.
Calm down. The bullet went through clean. You're gonna be fine. Still bleeding. I'm gonna give you something for the pain.
Madam President, the drones took out Air Force One and Marine One. We cannot extract you by air. Jones, what?
Now then, these characters, that's P.O.T.U.S, the female president at this time, who you're trying to protect, and that's Harper there, who's your basically your Captain Price. He's your squad leader. He's voiced by Michael Rooker, who did some zombies films, if you know that person. And yeah, those are the two main characters who are in this vehicle. There's a USSS officers, United States Special Service, who are just protecting the president, basically.
What's the status of the other convoys?
LAPD reports surface streets have been compromised.
This is a Cap 40. This pistol, I'll tell you basically how it works and who makes it. It's not a real pistol, but there is a very similar version of this in real life called the Chris Card. And the reason for its strange box design is that instead of having a move-in slide like you see on conventional pistols, it's got recoil vectoring, which has like counterweights to move downwards, so it pushes the gun down as you fire. So there's literally no recoil with this gun, so it's going to be very accurate. You'll see some gameplay of this later on, probably in part 2. Also here you see him pulling down on, which is the slide. It's very different to a normal pistol slide. This gun is very accurate and it's very low recoil on it as well.
Cells have been activated and are rampaging through the streets.
Any word on casualties? Downtown LA evacuated. Preliminary reports are below.
This is a data glove. Granted it's on the wrist and not the actual hand. It should be a gauntlet, but still they call it a data glove or tac pad. We're not sure yet. There's 2 names being thrown around about this. And basically it's showing a UAV feed here. So a UAV is flown over the LA and it's feeding through to his data pad. And it also tells you the date, the temperature, the time, and other various things on it as well. But the most important part of this device that you get to use is to call in drone strikes for quadrotors. You mark an area on the ground and a squadron of quadrotors you'll see later on will attack that area.
Expectations. Thank God. Mason, what's our next move?
Madam President, we're taking you to the prom night shelter under the Bonaventure Hotel in downtown.
Jonathan, I want troops in the streets and these drones dealt with.
NORAD scrambled 200 F-838s. They're less than 5 minutes out.
This is what Menendez planned all along. Taking out the G20 leaders will cripple capitalist governments across the world.
Holy shit!
This drone here that you barely can see is a Predator C drone. So you've seen the Predator drone in Modern Warfare 2, you've seen the Reaper drone in Modern Warfare 3, this is now the Avenger drone, which is the third iteration of the Predator. Basically it's a more stealthy Reaper, it's got an S-shaped exhaust, swept back wings, and it can carry more weapons as well. So think of this as your Reaper equivalent in this game.
Agent Jones, get her to cover!
Now the weapon he's holding is not an XM8 as it's been shown in the first gameplay. The name's been changed to a more realistic name. It's now called the M8A1, which is what it would be called in real life, because anything that starts with X is experimental. So because this is the future, the XM8 wouldn't be experimental, so it'd just be M8. But you put A1 on the end because it's the first model of that weapon. So for example, M4A1, M16A1, the first iteration of that design. So this is the M8A1, the gun he's holding, and you get to use this by picking it up off USSS officers. But instead in this you start off with a different gun, which you'll see in a minute.
Come on, section! The drone's got us zeroed! The Stinger's our only chance!
Here you go, this is the Type 25. Another Type 95 you've seen in Modern Warfare 3. This is basically a futuristic version of that. It's fully automatic rather than 3-round burst, but it's essentially the same sort of weapon. Similar iron sights, pretty much the same reload, so you'll get to see this gun more often and used in a minute.
Ready to move!
Now, something here that people might have missed. This LAPD officer is holding the KSG-12 from Modern Warfare 3. Now, not a lot of people have picked this up, but this weapon is going to be in the game. There is a pickup icon for it shown later on in the demo, but it's just called the KSG in this game. But there you go, that's official proof that it's in the game. Now, I'm going to make this a 3-part video, probably because it's going to take a while longer than I thought. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in for part 2, part 3, and possibly other parts if it takes this long. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.